Yeah, it's been a really long time. I'd say that that would be the case, and there has been a couple of unexpected reasons why, such as me getting Disney, and I want to put all my time into Disney. Whoops. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I've lost internet. Or, well, the internet keeps on going off and on again for some reason, so I'm recording this on mobile data. Um, and then there's a bunch of other stuff. Like, the reason why I was able to record a bit of nostalgia in September is because my brother was going to bed about at least half an hour before I went to bed. So I got at least half an hour of nostalgia. But he's now going to bed at the same time as me. So there was this video of like I think it's like Ghost complaining about how he's not in Modern Warfare 3. And really that's all I remember. But it's on for 8 minutes. So the guy doing the voice for Ghost in this is terrible. I think I'm gonna guess the guy's American. I'm gonna guess that these two women are paid actors and not uh like like even if they're friends of the guy and they don't understand what's going on, it's just a bit weird. Like I've talked about this when I was talking about Broad City, where they hire a lot of old women and they do some off the wall crap in front of the old women. Um, Imagine being paid like however much to sit in front of a guy, an American wearing Kevlar, pretending to play a game and speaking in a fake Russian accent. I honestly can't even tell if that's special effects or there's genuinely like bits of water flowing up because, you know, bullets are being shot at the water. And obviously in real life the bullets aren't being shot, but just if that's real, if like the water flowing up like that, how are they doing that? I don't know how old I was when I watched this. I'm just gonna say like 10. How did I unironically like this at the age of 10? Like it wasn't like I didn't even notice the low quality. Like I thought it was really high quality somehow. I don't know why the. Sorry, I forgot. I didn't mean to unpause. I don't know why that. Right, obviously this guy's a massive fan of Call of Duty because he's done a couple other videos, two of them that I will cover. But he just can't get it right because like in the first three Modern Warfare games, every mission is broken up by these cutscenes of like a satellite sort of looking for where the player is. So like it'll start off at showing the entire continent, then zooming into the specific country, zooming in the specific county, town, etc. But this is it's just like it seems more like a Hitman thing, or actually a better thing would have been James Bond. And speaking of James Bond, they tried to do a Sean Connery impression, which they just couldn't do. For me, this was the only low quality bit. Like, there was a bit where Ghost was supposedly in a submarine, and to make it look like that it was flooding a bit, they're it's not actually filmed in a submarine, it's filmed in the guy's house. So to make it look like that water was getting into the submarine, the guy just stood in the shower and turned the shower on. I don't understand how 10-year-old me. Okay, right, I didn't think he was on a submarine, but just I'm sort of ashamed by the fact that when I watched this, or during every time that I watched it, I didn't know that this was footage from Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh, and there was like a joke about Metal Gear Solid, and I didn't even know that it was Metal Gear Solid. As far as I know, these are the same actors from the start. But it got worse. Imagine being paid to do all the stuff I said they were paying to do, and on top of that, hold prop guns while wearing. I don't think I can say the name of the type of clothing they're wearing, so I'm just going to say sexual clothing. So, oh, right. So, it sort of makes up for the fact that it's low quality by joking at the fact that it's low quality, which, I mean, I do sort of understand the humour of it now, but one, it still is kind of cringe, and two, I forget what my second. Oh, it's right. I understand that this guy's a massive fan of the games, as am I, and this is his way of showing respect for them. But I just find it disrespectful to both Modern Warfare and the character of Ghost. The next video was made by the same guy, but it's on for 40 bloody minutes. Imagine like filing. I don't know how it works. I think if you're gonna film in a cafe, one, you have to get permission of the cafe, and two, you need to. This probably only if you're handling guns and all, but or no, that goes for anything. You need to like get a filming permit. I don't know how you do. I think you have to go for your city's council, but just imagine being on the phone with some underpaid secretary trying to explain what you're doing. So, what are you trying to film? Oh, we're trying to film this YouTube video where these two video game characters from these completely different series meet up and do some action stuff. Like, that's it's it's part of the reason why I hate YouTube, because it's just so like I'm getting secondhand embarrassment every time I think about it. And now there's a joke where where Snake looks at a woman's breasts while she's talking. Once again, imagine being paid to talk about all this crap, and then on top of that, having your tits out and having a guy stare at your tits, having a camera point directly at your tits pretty close up. Just how desperate do you have to be? So now, on top of being disrespectful to the character of Ghost, they're also being disrespectful to the character of Snake, because Snake just killed the guy, and Snake doesn't kill. Except for, like, bosses and mini bosses and all. Snake doesn't kill. But this guy was just a random henchman. They just had a shot of a helicopter passing by, and the way that it worked, I just don't understand how they did it. Because it wasn't like footage of a helicopter flying, because in the same shot there was also like the headquarters of the enemy Activision or whatever the hell they call it, just like a play, a parody of Activision, I guess. I don't know if this video was made for fun or it's sort of like I don't want to say protest, because this is a lot of pussy stuff, but you know, it's them venting their frustration on Activision by painting them as a bad guy. once again, imagine renting this office space, and I mean, the people that own the building are getting paid, but it'd still be a bit cringe to like be the owner and get paid, let's say, $1,000, so that these idiots can. And I know it's a bit cringe me saying that word, but it's just that's what they are. Um, just running around with prop guns and all doing this crap. Never thought I'd say this, but this fight scene is diverse, but it's boring. I think I figured it out now. Why was that entire sentence in an accent? Anyway, I think it's CG, some form of animation. Imagine hiring older actors. Apparently, the budget for, and I mean, sorry, I'm moving around in my bed. I don't know what part this is because like it's split up into multiple parts, and then this video is all of them put together, and they don't tell you when the parts start and end. But apparently, the budget for parts 1 and 2 was at most $500. How do you do all this stuff for under $500? Apparently, they're using airsoft guns for all this. That I think they borrowed off of like airsoft shops and ranges and all that. Once again, imagine being phoned up by these guys and you're the owner. You're like, say, 50, 60. You're the owner of an airsoft shop. And these guys go, can we borrow some guns to shoot a movie? Who do you work with? YouTube. The website? Yeah. They're making a movie? No. We're making a movie. So on. Something I should have mentioned earlier, John Halo just randomly appears. I know his name isn't John Halo, but I just I've never mentioned him before because I was following him for about 2 weeks before through him. I don't want to say meet because that means like I know the guy, but I discovered racist data through him. But yeah, imagine being a child doing this. So now they've got a cardboard version of Cloud Sword from Final Fantasy VII. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. And sabers, but they're not called lightsabers because we can't call them that. We might get sued by Disney, or maybe Disney doesn't own Star Wars at the time, but you get the point. Instead, they're called plasma swords. So, once again, it was a bunch of crap, but it was even worse than the other one because the other one was on for 8 minutes. This was on for over 40. I'm gonna take a sidestep. There is another video by the same guy that should be worse than the past two combined because of the subject matter and also the fact that it's on for over an hour. But before I do that, there's another channel I have to do before I forget to do it. So Danger Dublin is, or maybe was, a YouTube channel that basically did top 10 videos, and one of like the last channel they made was called Super Planet Dolan, and on there they uploaded sort of like fact videos where people will ask questions about whatever, and like the channel is a bunch of different characters. It was initially Dolan and a guy called or a girl called Shima or Sheba or something like that, but she just stopped appearing in the videos, and it's hard to find any information on that. But I think Dolan. I remember watching a video of Dolan live streaming, just talking about her, saying, yeah, she has a habit of disappearing. So they replaced her with a girl called Melissa. But what the videos were was that you'd have a question like, do dogs only see in black and white? And Dolan would give a sarcastic answer. And then Shima/Sheba or Melissa will give a serious answer. The sarcastic answer for why are there so many kinds of dogs? And it was like, initially there was only one kind of dog, but then this accident happened, and radiation and mutation, and all the puppies ended up becoming all superheroes, and they were fighting crime, but now they're all just lazy. Honestly, it sounds like Jupiter's Legacy to me. Just a little bit. So there wasn't really much there. And I'm going to end the video now because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not going to... Like, that other video I was talking about that I said I was going to cover after this, it's on for like an hour and 17 minutes. I'm not staying up till, 23 past 2? If I were to start immediately.